On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning are all smiles as training camp is now underway. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Friday, September 19th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning opened up training camp on Thursday, and head coach Jon Cooper described the feeling.
It's like the first day of school. It's an exciting day for everybody, and you just love their energy. I think guys are looking for a little bit of structure because they've been doing their own skates for 2 months, and so it's a fun day. Except for I'm not in coaching shape right now. It's day one for me too.
Anthony Cirelli says he's excited.
Well, whatever this is for me now, just a little nerves coming in and excitement, just ready to go for a new season. So I think just come out here, work hard. Obviously, maybe the timing and stuff like that might be a little off to begin with, but I think just going out there, getting your legs going, getting your hands going, and just working, getting up to that game speed, that physical speed. And
Erik Cernak says the intensity was noticeable at practice.
A lot of guys came early to Tampa. We were skating together for the last couple of weeks, but the first training camp day feels different. The pace is really high. Everybody's trying hard, and it's good to see, the guys want to work hard.
Now, the first day of training camp means the first set of line rushes for the team and some potential insight into what head coach Jon Cooper might be thinking. Now, there's no Nick Paul, who was out until November with an upper body injury. So the lines in practice were ran this way. Braden Point with Gensel and Kucherov. Anthony Cirelli with Brandon Hagel and Gage Gonsalves. Yanni Gourde was with Oliver Bjorkstrand and Connor Geekie. Pontus Holmberg was with Zemgus Girgensons and Mitchell Chafee. And for the D-Corps, Victor Hedman and J.J. Moser. Ryan McDonough paired with Erik Cernak, Emil Lilleberg paired with Darren Radish, and Declan Carlisle with Max Crozier. Now, Pontus Holmberg is new to the team, and Jon Cooper was asked about his first impressions.
He works hard, I'll tell you that. And there was a little chatter in the coach's room. This guy's going to help us.
Gage Gonsalves talked about what he worked on this offseason.
Still a big part for me is just off-ice testing, just getting stronger, more explosive, especially with skating, just kind of shooting pucks on the ice. I think that's a big thing for me to work on, and I got a lot of time off, which is nice to kind of practice that shot and just different releases and stuff. And we have a good group out in the Vancouver area, so it was helped a lot.
Connor Geekie put in the work as well.
Again, I worked a lot with Barb and Randy. Went to Toronto with them for a little bit, for a week or so. Kind of taking tips and tricks from them, and then came down here a little earlier to work with them as well. But again, I think just trying to get comfortable again. Like I said, Syracuse was a big help, and trying to be confident with the puck, and that's when I'm at my best. So
the Lightning will be back on the ice at the TGH Iceplex in Brandon starting at 8:45 this morning. The practices are free and open to the public. Vinik Sports Group, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Mosaic Company announced a multi-year extension of their strategic partnership that includes the Mosaic Goals for Food program, which will now be entering its 13th season. The initiative has provided millions of meals to local food banks across Tampa Bay. Mosaic donates $1,000 for every Lightning goal scored at home, $1,500 for every Lightning home hat trick, and new this season, $5,000 for every game that goes into overtime, adding extra meals for extra minutes.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 1990 that Phil Esposito and the Tampa Bay Hockey Group sponsored an NHL exhibition game at the Florida Suncoast Dome between the Penguins and Kings. Over 25,000 people showed up, and it helped pave the way for Tampa Bay to be awarded an expansion team less than 3 months later. You can win 2 tickets to every concert, Lightning game, and event at Benchmark International Arena for an entire year. Visit tampabaylightning.com/golden ticket for details and to enter. You can submit additional entries by taking photos next to our custom-designed benches that double as public art throughout the Tampa Bay area. The sweepstakes will end on September 28th. Happy 30th birthday to goalie Jonas Johansson, who has backed up Andre Vasilevsky for the past 2 seasons in net. And this offseason, he signed another 2-year deal to remain with the Lightning. We have another Power Lunch show today at noon Eastern, as Greg Linelli will be joined by Eric Erlinson, as Dave Mishkin has the day off. They'll break down Lightning's first day of training camp and look ahead to the first preseason games next week. You can watch the show on Facebook, X, and YouTube, or listen live in the Lightning mobile app. And if you missed the show, download the podcast in your favorite app so you never miss the show. Thank you for listening to The Daily Strike for Friday, September 19th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick, where every day is Hockey Day.